Hello, I am Jacqui Mann. I am the creator of Relationship Nourishment Framework right here. My husband Billy and I host around 800 guests a year at our inn and retreat center in Ashland, Oregon. In addition to welcoming travels from all walks of life, we also host curated intensive couples workshops and other intensive retreats, as well as simple B&B stays and all-inclusive getaways designed around specific budgets and timeline and experiences that our guests want to have. In fact, as I'm speaking right now, I have right outside my door, there is a sound bath session going for about 10 people. And so we might hear some gongs and chimes and stuff as they're going through here. So that real in-person work with individuals and couples continues to shape and inform this series, Relationship Nourishment, every day. I wrote the Relationship Nourishment series because I believe that most relationships don't struggle from lack of love, they struggle from lack of nourishment. We rarely are taught how connection actually works and changes and develops over time. So this series was created to change that. These books are not written to be read straight through from beginning to end. They're designed as resources, so you can pick and choose the sections that speak to you and your relationship right now. Maybe you're navigating communication. Aren't we all doing that all the time? I believe so. Maybe you're rebuilding trust, or you're trying to reconnect physically, emotionally. Maybe you simply want to grow stronger together. You don't have to read it all. You don't have to do it in order. Just use it to support the areas that you need most at the time, because every relationship moves through seasons. This series makes no assumptions about gender, sexuality, age, or the length of your relationship. Whether you've been together 6 months or 30 years, whether you're married, dating, rebuilding, or redefining, this work is designed to support that evolving dynamic between two people in all its forms. It's also important to say that not every relationship is meant to continue. Sometimes nourishment helps a relationship deepen, and sometimes it helps to clarify what is no longer aligned. Growth does not always mean staying. Sometimes growth means honoring yourself enough to choose differently, and this work is about awareness, honesty, and health, not endurance at any cost. Because nourishment is not a one-size-fits-all. It's relational, it's adaptive, it's human. You might be wondering, where do I start? So the beautiful thing about Relationship Nourishment series is that you can begin wherever you are. There are 4 books available, and you can gain tremendous value from any one of them on its own. You do not need all 4. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each one. So Relationship Nourishment Book 1 is called The Reader. It is grounded, compassionate guide to understanding relationships as living systems. Throughout the book, I share reflections not drawn only from years of working with couples, but from my own love stories. The joyful chapters, the painful ones, the growth, the endings, and the renewals that shaped me. Rather than offering quick fixes or rigid rules, this book invites you to slow down, to notice patterns, to build skills, and to tend connection with presence, honesty, and compassion. Because over time, even strong couples can lose their sense of energy and desire, not because they don't care, but because life gets busy, roles harden, and curiosity can fade. So this work helps you retain and return to each other emotionally and physically with intention. If you're ready to go deeper, Relationship Nourishment, the workbook, helps you apply what you're learning. It includes guided exercise, playful games, laughter-inducing moments, so important, assessments, communication tools, intimacy practices, reflection prompts, tear out reminder cards, structured conversations, designed to not only strengthen trust, but also spark intimacy and awaken passion again. Also, for couples or individuals who prefer a guided space to reflect more internally prior to sharing with your partner, there are companion nourishment journals. They're simple, spacious places to track growth, insights. There's prompts. You can record the evolution of yourself and your relationship over time. There's 2 different covers available. Now, inside these journals is exactly the same content inside both journals. I made 2 different covers intentionally, one light and one dark, if you're looking at the titles on Amazon. The material inside them is the same, but the outside is different, so that even from across the room you can tell which one's yours. If you're both engaging in this work, you can easily identify your own journal. All of these resources, of course, can be used together, complementing and deepening one another for the fuller scope of possibilities, but please feel free to just start with one and see how it feels. This isn't about perfection. It's about awareness, repair, and discovering, learning how to return to each other again and again in more fulfilling ways, because connection doesn't stay strong by accident. It stays strong through nourishment and curiosity, and you don't have to do it all. You don't have to do it perfectly. You just need to begin. Nourishment doesn't require intensity. It requires intention and attention. I want to say something else important. This series comes not from perfection, but from participation, from being inside the living experiment of partnership myself. I am not standing outside of this work. I'm a student of the human relationship, my relationships, always. I've been in loving and painful relationships across my life. I've experienced deep connection, conflict, growth, endings, and renewals. And through each chapter, I continue learning about myself and about the ever-changing dynamics between 2 people that are choosing to build something together. Relationships are not static. They're alive. They evolve. We evolve. If you desire even deeper work, I encourage you to find time away together. Of course, we would love to welcome you at Oregon Wellness Retreat, but wherever you are, wherever you go, just create space. Feed your partnership, whether it means a quiet corner of your home, a weekend away, or a trip across the world. Have fun exploring yourself, exploring your partner, and the ever-changing relationship that you're nurturing together. Go explore, be curious, laugh a lot, please touch a little more, and feed the relationship the way you feed something that you actually want to grow, with attention, affection, and a little bit of adventure. Have fun.